Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. This is a 3 times a charm, people. This is my 3rd try. Okay, I made the first video and uploaded it and realized there was like stuff all over my mouth, like a little kid. Forgive me, you know I giggle when I'm tired. I was wearing half my dinner. Somebody lovingly put like, what? Thank you so much. I don't know who you were, but that was so kind. Okay, so I flipped out, erased it, redid it, bragged about cleaning my mouth only to see more nonsense. Praise God it wasn't chocolate. At least I can say I ate right today. I thought it was maybe the lipstick itself. So I put on different lipstick and I'm praying with all my heart that I don't have nonsense on my mouth. I mean, it's not a first-class crime, but it's not preferred. And that person may have said, hey, I like your video for being so human. I was ultra human. All right, so I cleaned my mouth. That is hilarious. I do not know what went down. But anyway, welcome to Jules Blessed Vegan. We're in the middle of some fun right here because we are doing our October challenge where we decided that we were going to measure parts of our body and either decrease or increase depending on the needs of your personal body and goal. So that's running through November 4th, though I am going to continue through the rest of the year, if not the rest of my life. And I encourage you to just find one part of your body that you would like to increase or decrease. You still have a good week. You can make a difference. 4th inch. Let's get there, right? Okay, so in addition to that, God handed me a resource just for today because I was totally in denial, and denial ain't a river in Egypt. I actually have a video called that if you want to look it up, where I just wasn't even working my plan, okay, which I had a lot of evidence of, not only in a journal that had no entries, but in a husband who was saying, hun, you're eating food that's not yours and you're wasting food that is yours. Hello? Love that wake-up call. So praise God, I am completely on plan now. But he gave me just for today because I realized that it's when I'm not in the present that I tend to disassociate or get off of my plans. So for today, it was, I will try to strengthen my mind. I will learn something useful. I will not be a mental loafer. That is so cute. A mental loafer, someone that's allowing other people to do the work, other people to do the thinking, to just float along with no intention. Instead, I will read something that requires effort, thought, and concentration. And as I suggested yesterday, there was a new computer program that I needed to make myself familiar with. And I decided just for today that I would absolutely try my best. A couple of times I was about to just say, screw it. I don't care. I don't have to master this. No one expects me to. And then I remembered my just for today. And I honestly did try my best and most certainly grasped more of it than I would have. What was unexpected was that in math with my students, the word problems were totally challenging me. And part of me wanted to just say, who cares? They're too hard for the kids. What do I care? Let's move on. And instead, I calmed myself down. I came back to the present. And I absolutely worked out those word problems with my kids. So it did serve me absolutely to strengthen my mind, to actually give effort, thought, and concentration to content. All right, so for tomorrow, again, just for myself, but if you're with me, great. It's that wonderful quote that I used for the icon of this video by Abraham Lincoln. Just for today, and this is on Thursday, I will be happy. And Abraham Lincoln said, most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. So that just totally suggests that happiness is a mindset, right? It's an actual choice. And that is so important. Happiness comes from within. It is not a matter of externals, right? And sadly, in part of it, I do definitely have a chemical imbalance that makes me suffer from depression outside of my control at times. And I have certainly relied on the help of others and the mindset of others and just the lifestyle of others to try and get me to find my happiness. And That in itself is okay. What's not okay is to burden others, to actually make people the source of your happiness. And the mistake in that is that when that person leaves, they take your happiness with them. Why would you want to empower someone to do that? At the same time, why would you want to blame someone for doing that? Suggesting that that person stole your happiness. That person, you were happy until that person blank. Everything was good, but then that person, and I was so happy until they, no. Not with the understanding that happiness is a mindset and something that you can intentionally choose for yourself in any given moment. So with that, what came to mind, which I absolutely love, was Carole King's Beautiful. I dig Carole King anyway, and totally grew up with her. I mean, you know, she's older than I am, but I just mean all of her music, and the Tapestry album in particular was a big part of my life as a little kid. And so I want to sing that. And I have sang some other Carole King songs on Jules Blessed Vegan, including certainly I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet, because I'm from California and we are earthquake prone. But I kind of recognize that as life. Life can be an earthquake, and it's how we deal with the shaking, right? Okay, so this is beautiful. Join me in on the chorus. If you know the rest, bring it. All right, here we go. You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. Then people are gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. And I absolutely agree with that. Not necessarily being as beautiful as I feel, though to be fair, if I don't feel beautiful and I put myself down, then that's equally true, right? But what it is that I'm lucky to have a good smile, okay? Yes, I'm improving it with Invisalign, but even perfectly imperfect, I know that when I smile, it eases everybody around me and certainly makes me more approachable. And I know that at times I have been the only smile for somebody. Like, you know, they say smile and the world smiles with you. But when there was a homeless person and he was just like, thank you so much for smiling. You're like the only smile I've seen today, you know? Or like I was in a confessional in Italy and the priest didn't even speak English, but he was able to say, hey, funny face, which I know he meant smile, you know? And I'm just happy that something free, like being able to give a smile, can change a person's entire perspective and certainly their whole day. And that is brilliant, right? Okay, let's keep going. So it says, waiting at the station with the workday wind blowing, I've got nothing to do but watch the passers-by. Mirrored in their faces, I see frustration growing, and they don't see it showing. Why do I? I still get that. Part of the reason I see it showing is because I'm a God person and he's given me a third eye. So I am acutely in tune with people's feelings and emotions. And I often even see their inner child in a broken one. This is a very difficult time in our world, but I think just walking on the planet at this time and any time in our lives can be a struggle. Even for me, I get way too intense and my number 11 start showing. And not just because I'm number 11 in my belly button family, but these poor stress lines when I realize I'm doing this and I literally have to work them out. So is frustration growing? Yes. And I had frustration today. I had to keep turning it around all day long. And I will do better tomorrow, but it was a difficult one. Okay, let's get on with that chorus. Join me, everybody. You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the joy in your heart. Love in your heart. Then people gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful as you feel. All right, let's see. I have often asked myself the reason for the sadness in a world where tears are just a lullaby. If there's any answer, maybe love can end the madness, maybe not. Oh, but we can only try. So true, right? 2020, what a challenge. We were all leading up to it by saying, oh, 2020, clear vision. There's going to be revelations. I agree that there have been, but not necessarily the ones we were hoping for. And yes, love can probably end the madness. The thing is, even if you're willing to give love, it doesn't mean people are in a place to receive it. But I think just the energy in the universe itself is always receptive to receiving love. So take the risk and put that love out there. In a world where tears are just a lullaby. I'm quite sure I was saying this before on Jules Blessed Vegan, but I couldn't find it. If you could find it, humor me. I would love to know. But I'm happy to explore it again. It's a brilliant song. So you've asked yourself the reasons for the sadness, no doubt. And a lot of it is clear, but man, there's just like a weeping. Don't you feel like there's a weeping in the world right now? Not only for people who are struggling to put food on the table, having health problems. Like I was trying to figure it out today. And I was like, why are my students not able to retain information or memorize things the way I used to do as a child, where we would literally have competitions in second and third grade, where we would do pages of poetry by heart, right? It all came back to the food and the toxic waste and the packaged nonsense, and our children not even getting enough water. I mean, because they choose to drink sugar drinks and stuff instead, which have to be processed through the liver, whereas water doesn't. But through dehydration, let alone non-healthy food, there's so much where people are just genuinely depressed. You eat dead food, inevitably your body responds. It's so busy just trying to self-correct. So yeah, people are depressed. The planet is depressed in the way that we're treating it right now. I mean, how about when the COVID first started and the planet started cleaning up? Like within 2 months, people could see valleys and mountains and springs and clear skies and skyscrapers that they hadn't been able to see for years, but for the smog. Within 2 months, the whole planet said, oh, thank you so much. We're happy to accommodate. Animals started showing up in places they hadn't been in years. Streams. I remember in Italy, like in Venice and stuff, there was life in the canals and stuff they hadn't seen in forever. Is it still true? It seems like as quickly as the mercy came, people wanted to stamp it out. So that's okay, because happiness is a choice of people. Let's go with that last one. Join me. You've got to get up every morning with a smile on your face and show the world all the love in your heart. Then people are gonna treat you better. You're gonna find, yes you will, that you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful as you feel. Near, 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 near. Right? Now, you may not feel beautiful all the time, but it is a choice, and you can be as beautiful as you feel. I've often seen people, who are famous and things like that. They don't aesthetically please me. Like when I see them, I'm not thinking they're beautiful, but there's a beauty that radiates from them because of their self-confidence, because of their desire to strive, because they said yes. It's not always the best singer. It's not always the best actor. It's not always the best anything. But those people stepped up, and that's what makes them beautiful and amazing. That is not always my choice, forgive me, or my truth, but thanks for bearing with me and letting me sing at least on Jules Blessed Vegan, right? Anyway, my friends, let me know what you think in the comments below. Can you relate to any of this? The Abraham Lincoln quote, the song Beautiful by Carole King, doing our just for today, choosing wellness. Where are you at in your walk? I'd love to support you. As always, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you, truly. And until we talk again, best of all, Know that you're blessed and you're as beautiful as you feel.